Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of Taurus placements in your chart, or if you're having a lot of things move into Taurus into your chart for this year. This will be for the energy surrounding October 15th through the 31st. We do have Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio on the 31st of this month. I will be doing an update on that. However, until then, we are considered to be in the shadow period. So whatever's going on through the period of this next 2 weeks, pay attention, because that will be the overall theme of what your experience will be while Mercury is in retrograde. It will be a time to sit back, really think and reflect before you do anything definitive. This could be rethinking signing contracts. It could be rethinking relationships. It could be absolutely anything. Mercury retrograde is known as a period of time where a lot of chaos is caused, so there could be frustrations, there could be setbacks, there could be miscommunications. Just be aware of that at this time. I have not gone into depth explaining that for anybody else yet in these videos, so that may be important to you. That being said, I'm going to tune in a little bit to your energy and see what it is that I pick up or see. Okay. It was interesting. At first I saw water, and then I saw a coin, and then I saw sunlight hitting the coin, and then the coin flipping into the water. So I feel like there's something here about, like a wishing well, right? You're really counting on something. You're really wanting this to work out. Or you're just wishing for something in general, but this feels really close to your heart. I'm not saying it could solve all your problems, but it would solve a lot of them. Okay. All right. Show me what's going to be happening for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for October 15th through the 30th, please. What's going to be happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for October 15th to 31st. Okay. Ooh. Your luck is changing. Whether it feels that way or not right now, it is. I think you're stepping out of a really conflicting energy. You're releasing frustration. You're letting it go. So there could be, if it wasn't expressed and it wasn't verbalized and it wasn't communicated, there could have been a lot of internal frustrations around wanting to say something or really wanting to get into it with someone or a couple of people, because there is more than one person in this card. But you're still feeling, you're not feeling so great. But it's, okay, I'm going to try to explain this coin thing that I saw in the beginning, because I think this is important. So oftentimes, first of all, what I was saying was one coin, right? So this is the coin that I'm focusing on in this card. The Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity, right? It is a brand new beginning and something that's going to be really solid, really stable. It usually insinuates some form of a raise, a promotion, a gift of money. It's something coming towards you that's really going to help you on the path forward. Now, these Four of Pentacles, this is the Five of Pentacles, right? It's being lost. It's not having what you need. It's feeling without. It's very lack mentality. So with the Four of Pentacles in this, you either could be having to really watch how you spend your money, or we are entering the holiday period, so it is just looking at maybe needing to save up at this time for the holidays that are approaching. But you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. I don't think, it's almost like I feel like you don't really need to worry about your finances. And if you do, just do things accordingly, right? Do what you need to. Let's further talk about the energy. Okay. Magician, right? You're manifesting something. You're wishing for something. You're really pulling it into your reality. King of Swords, you're coming into power. You're coming into power. You're manifesting this change. You're making this happen. You're being very decisive about how you're going to make it happen too. This could involve communication. It could also just involve taking a stand and really expressing what you believe to be true. I think you've spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I think the way that you deliver this is going to be highly logical. I'll take it. I'll take all of it. So we have the Nine of Swords, we have Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and then we have the World. There's that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, the Wish. Okay. Nine of Swords can be very stressed energy. It can be anxious energy. It can be not getting a lot of sleep. It can be worrying about things that are going on. It can be having a lot on your plate. Now, I do think that there is somebody was watching you during this period. Somebody definitely acknowledged. I don't know if they said anything, or I don't know if they made it known to you that they knew what you were going through. But the Page of Swords is someone who often either watches you from a distance, or they're thinking of how to say something, or they're thinking of how to communicate something with you. And maybe because they hadn't been, that's where the frustration was coming in, because there was that part of you that felt unrecognized. It felt like nobody really cared about your experience, and as if either someone forgot to communicate something to you or just wasn't going to. Now, I do think with the Wheel of Fortune changing, with the Page of Swords transferring into the King of Swords here, this is very clear, concise, positive communication, in my opinion. Because I was so focused on that Ace with the Wheel of Fortune, your luck is changing. And I do think that there's going to be a toss-up here where I do feel like you're going to be responsible for more than one thing. And I think that that might be something that takes some time getting used to. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. You're going to do this. With the World, you're going to do this. You're going to go from... It's really interesting, too, how I see this. I'm almost looking at one of these loops as the actual loop here in the World. So I feel like you're going to choose to focus on this new opportunity, kind of step through the door and accept it and be open to what's coming on the other side, and leaving behind whatever this old thing was that wasn't necessarily giving you what you deserved or what you needed. If you are transferring into a higher level within your job, that could be leaving behind your old position to step into the new one. If it is you actually leaving behind a job totally to accept a new job, you're ascending in the situation. You are ascending. This is not a situation where you're downgrading in any way. So let's clarify some of the energy here. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, please. Yeah, I think you felt like you were working really hard for nothing. It's almost like you put in all this work trying to master your craft, but at the end of the day, you still felt like you weren't getting anything. Or what you were getting wasn't enough. Not enough to really actually, how am I going to put this? Oh, wow. I'm just going to leave that there. I love it when that happens. You felt like you weren't getting what was rightfully yours for the amount of energy you were putting into the situation. This person notices, okay? I feel like that deliberately went into the position for a reason, so I'm not going to clarify that because it literally was clarified by itself. So don't forget that people are watching you. They are taking note of how hard you work. I think their main concern for you at this time with the Knight of Wands is that you're going to get burnout. They don't want you overextending your energy, and they don't want you feeling rushed. Because they see that you have to utilize and use a lot of energy to get the job done. I also think that this means the communication between you and another person could be ramping up. It could be literally speeding up. It could be getting more lively, more interactive. Instead of just the person watching, they might be coming in to deliver the message. And maybe, I feel like what I'm hearing is it's very positive. It's like positive affirmation, right? You're finally getting the recognition that you need to continue putting the effort into the work that it is that you're doing. Now, if this is not you moving into higher levels within your own job, this is you getting that positive news about something being, excuse me, something being beneficial for you elsewhere. Let's clarify the Magician here. Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're manifesting your security. And I feel like it's emotional security. It is that feeling that I was getting where I was like, if this pulls through for you, you feel like it's going to fix a lot of things. You feel like it's going to make you feel comfortable. And I feel like you feel like it's going to bring a new level of happiness into your life. You'll be able to do more. You'll be able to get more. The pressure will be released a little bit. It'll be taken off your shoulders a little bit. Even though you are stepping into a higher platform, more responsibility, the happiness it's going to bring it makes up for it, I think. Let's clarify the... Okay. Don't even give me a chance. Ooh, yeah, you were stewing. I think, too, that maybe when you were looking at your frustration, you did good. That's what I want to say. You did good, kid. You really observed and looked at the way that you felt in a proper manner. You figured out what you wanted to say and how you wanted to say it, because you knew you couldn't walk into this just, we'll say, having a tantrum or being angry. You knew that you had to come correct in the situation. You knew that if you really wanted to get what you felt you deserved, you had to express yourself in a very clear way without your emotions involved. You could express the frustration that you feel within the job, but you couldn't go off about it. You had to have the facts. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, pay increase. You are finally getting what you deserve. You're coming out of the 5 into the 6. Someone sees your value, they see your worth, they see that they need to give you what you deserve. So maybe too, what could be happening here is it could be a temporary raise at this time. Maybe just getting something a little extra until you can cross over into that higher position or that new position. It could be by the end of the year, with the world being there too. That is the end of a cycle, so it could literally be at the end of the year, stepping into the new year. Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Ooh. I actually feel like this is going to be happening for you in December with the Two of Pentacles there. We'll call it an early Christmas bonus. That down. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, there it is. There's the offer, there's the coin, there's the wish, there's the promotion. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Lovers. Yeah. You're being set up to be very comfortable. Now with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that means you're going to stay in the 9 for a bit, but the 9 is good. The 9 is someone who is successful enough to where not only do they reap what they sow, but they can help it grow as well. With the Lovers being present, to me, that's more so about when you step into this new level of responsibility, there's going to be a lot you're going to be learning about yourself in the process. And I think that this is going to make you feel really good, a lot better than you have in a long time, because it's a certain level of recognition. It's not just about receiving it from the outside world, but I feel like it's you actually feeling it within yourself. You need this. You need this. I feel like having some form of power in your life at this time is very important to you. Having a say-so, being respected. It's very important to you. And it's not to push anybody else around. It's like you need that respect because you actually deserve it. This is not somebody who's full of shit. This is great. I'm really excited for you. Let's clarify the King of Swords, please. Yeah, this is really taking you out. I think you were really close to being done with whatever you were dealing with. You almost felt like it was never going to come. It was never going to work out. And then I think once you decided to take action, to really manifest this, to bring this into your reality, that's when things changed. Clarify the world, please. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stepping up. I am going to say too with this as well. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can be your energy, but with the Queen of Pentacles and the World and the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles down here, I don't see the Empress, so it's not too much of a concern. I feel like this is going to be for very, very, very select few of you. If you are not trying to have a child or have a second child, third child, fourth child, whatever, I would be careful. All of this to me spells a pregnancy. So just be mindful of that. This is a general reading. But that is a combo I would look out for. So I'm going to see what the overall theme here is. Some further clarifiers. All right, we have the ocean. There's that water. We have the fault line. There's the change, the pressure. We have the one. I'm going to take that. And we have the unseen. I think with the ocean, I do feel like this is that water that I was seeing in the beginning with the the coin being tossed in. I think right now the possibilities actually are quite endless for you in the directions you can go in the future. Look, you're not supposed to know how all this is going to play out for you. I think it's going to be a lot bigger than you can imagine, and I think you are stepping into the power of yourself with the one. I feel like you're really becoming connected to yourself on such a deep level. And I think with this fault line, there had to be that friction that was created with all these changes that have been going on and kind of this like butting of heads or this friction to create this change. But it's still yet to be seen. Even with the promotion, even with stepping into a higher level, even with the new job, even if it's you opening your own business, whatever it is, it's where this is going to go, you have no idea. And I think it's best that way because I think it's going to grow into something that you can't really even fathom. And I think, honestly, I think a year to 2 years from now, you are going to be in a totally fucking different place and you're going to be kind of blown away by it. So let's clarify the final energies here, please, for Taurus. I think the Aries full moon is bringing a lot of this to the surface. Yeah. I think, too, now that this has happened, whatever has taken place, you can now be more present instead of being in this stressful energy. Then we have manifest on the bottom of the deck. So you're manifesting the shit out of this right now. If you have been looking for another job through the Seek card, I think you are approaching, or an offer is approaching you. I think you are manifesting that. Now, if this is going into a higher level within your current position, I think it's that kind of parlay, right? Like you sought out the individual you needed to seek out to have a conversation with, and now they are approaching you with more information. But you're manifesting this. You do need to stay open how things are going to change, and always remember that whatever you are putting out into your environment is mirroring back at you. So if you remain internally frustrated, you're going to have very frustrating situations develop around you. And a lot of times too, that's because we are subconsciously interacting with the world in the way that we feel inside. So we can be quite defensive. We can be really intense. We can get, honestly, actually really frustrated. So just chill. I feel like this does connect to your full moon reading because present came up in that as well. Now that I think that this shift and this change is happening, like I said, you can be more present. And I think in being more present, you will feel more connected to yourself, to your environment, to the people around you. And this is going to feel really good. I think you're going to feel a lot better than you have in a long time. This change has been happening for you since the Pisces full moon too. If you go back and listen to that reading, this has been coming for you. I've been seeing it for you guys, and I really think it's actually taking shape here. Thank you for joining me, Taurus. I hope this has been helpful. I feel like a lot of people are usually looking for love-based readings, but this felt very much so a financial reading. It felt like, and you know, maybe that is your love right now. Maybe your work is your love. But yeah, this, getting your ducks in a row in this provides a lot for you. It's really big. I really don't think you guys can even understand. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you feel free to comment below. I love comments. I deeply hope that this resonated with you, because this is a beautiful reading. And I hope you enjoy the rest of October. I'll see you guys later.